Hi, I'm Sharon Mikesell, and welcome to Data Privacy Week 2025. I'm a Data Privacy Week champion, and I'm hoping that you will enjoy this presentation. The information provided in this presentation provides suggestions provided by the National Cybersecurity Alliance to minimize the likelihood of cyber threats. This is not, of course, rigid guidelines. Your situation is unique to you. As a professional business advisor, let me remind you that this is advice, not a mandate. All opinions, conclusions, and or recommendations expressed are those of the author. So, what is Data Privacy Week and why in the world are we presenting this? Well, Data Privacy Week is a global effort to raise awareness about the importance of respecting privacy, including safeguarding data and enabling trust. The National Cybersecurity Alliance coordinates this effort, and I've been a champion of National Cybersecurity Alliance events since 2020. At that time, I was the CARES Act program manager at Cal Coastal Small Business Development Center, and I've continued that association to the present time through Mobile Mike Cells LLC. So, what is data privacy? What comes to mind when you think about it? Is it shutting the door for a private conversation, or locking your phone, or closing your window blinds? Well, let's think about that. It doesn't want to go to the next slide. There we go. And you have a right to privacy. And what data privacy is the right to control access to your personal data and information. This includes the right to keep certain information unseen or undisturbed by others. So here's why it's important. So, since most of us are connected to the internet, privacy includes how information about us and our families is used and shared. And you deserve the right to control that data. And this is the heart of data privacy. It's an essential issue now more than ever. So you want to keep your information private. From the vantage point of the 2020s, you're probably aware that the concept of privacy has evolved significantly since when we were kids. Well, let's work together to protect our digital spaces, and that includes your online identity, browsing habits, and even the messages that you send to other people. So, the right to privacy in this context means safeguarding your information from unwanted or unnecessary access. And so, what is that identifiable information I'm talking about? And it's the basics. It's your name, your address, your phone number, your date of birth, and of course, your social security number. These are things that are used to identify you. But wait, there is more. There is also identifiable information that includes data about your behavior online, the products you buy, the websites you visit, and even how long you stay on a web page. Spending a few minutes streaming a video or just playing around on an app creates thousands to millions of data points that are important to people who like data. So, what is data privacy versus cybersecurity? I had someone come up to me and say, I went to one of your cybersecurity talks once before, and so I know all about cybersecurity. Well, I don't know that much about cybersecurity that you would learn everything to know about cybersecurity in one session, but cybersecurity is pretty complex and it's always evolving. And so in the world is data privacy. Data privacy, though, focuses on who has access to your data. Cybersecurity protects that data from hacking and malware and other threats online. So they work hand in hand together as secure systems that help keep your data private. But you have to keep informed, keep making those intelligent privacy choices. So why does data privacy matter? Why should you be thoughtful about what you're sharing online? Well, with more data shared online, the risk of unauthorized access, of course, increases. So if you protect that sensitive information, it reduces the chance of that being misused. There's choice. Many apps or websites might request access to data they don't really need. and you can decide what data you're comfortable sharing. And you can also balance your privacy and the convenience. A Maps app, of course, needs location data in order to provide directions to you. But knowing how to balance those choices helps you manage what data you need to share. So know what you can and what you can't control. Obviously, doing your taxes, you're going to have to tell the IRS. And the IRS probably already knows some of this stuff anyway, because the employers and the people who are reporting this information have already done that. So that information is already knowledgeable to the IRS. And MAPS data, like we said earlier, the MAPS data needs to know where you are to tell you where you need to go through the MAPS app. So those types of things are important. However, a MAPS app does not need to know your Social Security number. So those are the types of things that you need to balance. So do you want access always on for some things? Because sometimes you get to ask that question. Check your settings. Do you want it to be always on or only when using the app? Because do you really want this app to be watching what you're doing all the time? You just weigh the situation. Audit your apps. Delete the apps that you don't use anymore. If you're not using it, you don't need to have that app, and you don't need to have the app collecting your data. And in summary, some items really are necessary to share to accomplish your tasks, like the Map app. It needs to know where you are to tell you where you're going. Think before you share that information, because you don't always have to allow these apps to share your info. And delete unwanted or unused apps to prevent sharing information when you're not really planning on sharing that information. Yes, that's it in a nutshell for cybersecurity. In Data Privacy Week, we are 2024 champion of Cybersecurity Awareness Month. We're champions of Data Privacy Week. Please like and subscribe to our videos at Mobile Mike Sells. Thanks for attending today, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks a lot.